Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975. Well, you've read the title, you know what I want to talk about. Everyone's bitching about this. And before anyone says it, yes, I fully understand and contemplate the fact this is entirely on this bloke here. I get that. You know, no one put a gun to my head. No one forced me to drop £50 on the latest Call of Duty. In fact, if I wasn't such an impatient bastard, see what I did there? I could have waited 2 weeks and got 20% off with it with a staff discount, but no, I had to have it mainly because it's Modern Warfare. It's basically a return to form and then some of the greatest Call of Duty ever. And I'm talking single player here because I could not give two tits about multiplayer in the Call of Duty games, which hence the fact that makes this even more frustrating, what I want to piss and moan about and the conclusion I'm going to come to. Again, this is modern gaming. I understand that. This is modern gaming. Every game these days, I'm jumping ahead of myself, but every game these days basically isn't finished when it's released and requires a fuck off big patch. But there's fuck off big patches and there's fuck off big patches. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I had to have this simply because it's a return to form, it's a return to Modern Warfare, it's a return to Price, the greatest video game character of them all. Seriously, he beats Mario. Actually, he could beat Mario. See what I did there? And yeah, it's all the people talking about it, like whether they released it. I did a video about it months ago. It was just to stir up interest and stuff like that. But it's too realistic. It's too violent. It's too gritty and stuff like that. Apparently, graphics. Well, I can confirm the graphics are absolutely fantastic. Even towards the end of this generation's life cycle, I look at the graphics and I think, Jesus, these things are a thing of beauty. They are both tasty and delicious. Anyway, so lots of games out there require patches. I get that. The last one, I guess I've been spoiled because the last few games I had, stuff like Crash Team Racing or whatever, that was pathetically small. I say pathetically small. Good, thanks Crash. That was awesome. I'm struggling. Red Dead Redemption 2 was huge. But then, and this is wrong, this is how we justify it in our minds, which is, well, I guess it's huge because of the size of the game and what you can do. But then, no, we shouldn't think that. We should think, no, release a finished fucking game. Patches on the previous generation, we thought they were a pain in the ass. They were nothing, particularly on the 360. It used to piss through them at the start when you stuck a game in. But again, then we were, still thinking, although that generation wasn't as bad, when the servers went down or go down, are they still up? And you haven't patched your game, they were playable. They'd be broken, but you could eke a gameplay out of them. When the servers go down on this current generation, you're going to have a whole bunch of paperweights that are good for nothing. And that begs the question, which is, why is this acceptable? Every other, part of life is regulated and governed and has rules and stuff about, consumer rules, trade descriptions act, stuff like that, what you can and can't do to the customer. Why are game companies allowed to release unfinished games? Hell, I remember Guru Larry video when he talked about Tony Hawk. In order to retain the name of the character, or at least for that title, to get it out, they released a disc that only had the tutorial on, and the rest of it was a download. Now, I guess you could say, well, they put on here, at the bottom, requires content download. Doesn't say requires. In fact, I'll show you a picture because I was so frustrated because the content on this took me 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours, and I don't have shit internet, mind. Don't have brilliant internet. I'm middle of the road internet, so it's not shit. So it took me 3.5 hours. Yeah, put a picture I put on Facebook because I was so frustrated. But anyway, yeah. So I know they can say, well, you know what you're getting, but just that little warning there means nothing. That means nothing. What they should put on there is, even if it's a a multiplayer only game, it should put on there, requires internet. If you do not have very fast internet, you will not be able to play this game. You are buying a product that doesn't work out of the box, which comes back to what I said about why are we allowed to sell products to people that don't work. It's ridiculous. You don't go to your fucking Ford dealer, do you, and buy a car and go, it's nighttime, mate, where are the headlights? Oh, you can't have them for another 4.5 hours. Oh, and give me your mobile phone. I want to run up a bill of 25 quid. That would be unheard of. So why is it allowed to exist here? And again, yes, I bought it on myself, but this really is the straw that broke the camel's back. And I'm going to ask myself a serious question about whether or not I can actually be asked with the next gen, because this is part and parcel. Right, really jumped ahead of myself. But the point being, bought this, really wanted, upside down, really wanted to play it, heard great things. Heard a few people at work say, oh, the download's massive. But when someone just says the download's massive, your brain just based it on the last game you patched. And you think, oh yeah, that's part and parcel. Again, which is we shouldn't accept this. These games should be released in a finished format. You can tweak them along the way, by all means. I mean, I at least think that's what patching is for. Tweaking your game down the road as a process to make it, like, you know, to polish out all the scratches. But not out of the box so you can fucking play it. And even then, I mean, look at stuff like Fallout 76. It's still an unplayable broken pile of shit. They've had it their own way for too long, and they've had it too good and too much money. And yes, I know I've contributed to that. I'm contradicting myself by buying this, but I'm not. Nah, not anymore. Maybe secondhand, I don't know. And I don't buy every Call of Duty, by the way. This is all over the shop because I've got fucking sand in my vagina. This is all over the shop. I don't buy every Call of Duty. The last Call of Duty I bought was World War II. I don't touch Black Ops. I love Black Ops 2, apart from Kevin Spacey. Every time he turned it on, he goosed your balls. But I didn't buy Black Ops 3 because I didn't have an Xbox One, then I had a 360, and it was multiplayer only. And I'm like, nope, done here. Didn't buy Black Ops 4 when I had an Xbox One because it was multiplayer only, despite 3 on that system having a campaign. And that's like, fuck you. Seriously. I mean, ignore patching. That in itself is an expensive paperweight waiting to happen. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't buy every Call of Duty, but I do have a fondness for the series, particularly Modern Warfare 2 and World at War. Should have got a remaster of World at War. They're my favourites, but I do have, you know, I do have a thing from, you know, Modern Warfare for Call of Duty. So anyway, could have bought this reduced. Then I do apologise. I'm jumping all over the shark on this one. But I'm a child like that. I got that thing in me which is just, I started thinking about it and started justifying, you know, money in my head, you know, as you do as an adult. Well, you know, I'll take 50 quid out of my pound coin jar and stuff, and I'll fire that into the bank and shit and stuff like that. Or hang on a minute, I got a refund from Amazon for something that didn't work and they just gave me my money back. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm going to fucking buy it. It's Modern Warfare. So I bought it. I came home, I installed it. It's a 30 gig install off the disc. That to me in itself is huge, right? That's because I'm an old school gamer. So I installed it. I remember thinking, hey, that was pretty quick. You know, what's all this guffing and, like, you know, waiting that people are talking about? And then it went, an update is required to play this game. So I went, okay. And I went, 69 gig? 69 gig is not a patch. In my world, 69 gig is 12 fucking games from a previous generation. And it was crawling. It was crawling. What was I topped up about 500 and then I bottomed out at about 60 and it was just going all up and down. And I remember I put a picture when I left work saying, like, who am I? I couldn't resist it. We know I can't resist its charms. And Guru Larry left a comment saying, enjoy your 69 gigabyte patch. That was and I didn't read that until I was enjoying the 69 gigabyte patch. And I actually responded to him and said, yeah, this is absolutely shocking that they can do this. I mean, 30 gig install, fine. What exactly did you release on the disc? What exactly is on the disc is what I want to know. I would love someone to tear it apart and show me what is on the disc. Because it can't be much, can it? When the patch to allow you to play it is 2 and a bit times bigger. And again, this comes back to how is this allowed? I'm voting my wallet from now on. I really am. I know no one else is, and it's ultimately not going to make any difference. And Call of Duty will keep steamrolling out, but I don't know what it is. I don't know why something broke the camel's back, and I have sand in my vagina on this, but I just sat there for 3.5 hours wanting to play this and waited. And I don't have TV in my room. So if I want to entertain myself, I have to stream, watch YouTube, Amazon, you know, catch up, which is obviously going to take a hit out of it as well. I didn't, by the way. I didn't. I sat there, did nothing to, you know, lengthen the patching process of this, and watched DVDs on my laptop instead. Didn't even dare, you know. I think I actually turned my laptop off in case I thought it was somehow going to infringe. I know I'm a bellend. Infringe upon the speed of my internet. But yeah, this thing has just left a fucking sour taste in my mouth, because I've experienced it before, but I can't think the last time I experienced it this badly. Hell, when I downloaded OS Halo 3 ODST for my you know, Master Chief collection, because I found out that they remastered it. That fuck through, and that's technically a full game. Yes, I know it's nothing compared to this, but it's a first-person shooter, regardless of whether it's got amazing physics or not. I don't know. It's got, you know, multiple game modes. Again, apparently it's a really short 6-hour campaign. So what exactly is in there? What exactly requires that much information? When did we go? And I know we did this generation. I know it was last generation. I missed the PlayStation 2, GameCube, Dreamcast generation, where it may have been shit when you bought it. But it was finished and ran off a disc. Why are we in a situation where your disc is a bookmark, basically? It's a key. It's a key to your front door of the house that is whatever video game you want to play. And that's wrong. So you stick in your disc, you bang up your 30 gigs, yeah? You bang up your 30 gigs, which apparently achieves fuck all, and then it goes, congratulations, thanks for your £50. You paid £50, but here's the thing, if you don't have good internet, yeah? If you don't have good internet, you shall not pass. No entering this house. That is fucking retarded. Like I said at the start of this video, it should say on the box, if you do not have good internet, don't buy this, because this is not a finished product. They wouldn't advertise it like that, wouldn't they? Because everyone would say, like, well, fuck this, or that'll affect sales. But everyone knows it. It's the elephant in the room. Everyone knows it. So just fucking put it on the box. Because seriously, and this is where I think consumer groups surely must have a case against these people, which is, you're selling a game that, even if you don't want to play it online, is absolutely useless, redundant, unplayable, uninstallable, unless you have internet. I don't know why I make this video. It's going to achieve nothing, but I guess it's kind of, you know, a reminder to me when I see the thumbnail, which is, Dave, never again. A COD too far. I think a COD too far. In fact, when I say a COD too far, I got a movie for you, fatty, a fridge too far. Points to the quote. When I say a COD too far, even with Fallen Order and stuff like that, you know, do you know what? Nah. Maybe secondhand, maybe eke these games out on this system, but I'm really going to have to stop and ask myself a question, which is, do I want more of this in the next generation? Do I? Or shall I just sit here and enjoy my many, many retro and old school systems that don't require a whiff of this bullshit? I apologise, this video was all over there. I had to get it out, if only because it was kind of therapy for me. But I'd love to know it. By the way, don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely fucking fantastic and phenomenal game. It really, really is. But I cannot but think, every time I think of this game, regardless of how good an experience it is, I'll think of the baggage around it first. And yes, I know, like I said, lots of shit has this these days. I don't know why. This one, because I really wanted to play it. I came home from work, my time off is limited. Really fucking struck a chord with me and made me think, do you know what? 50 quid is a lot of money. That's half a ton. That's half a ton of pounds. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And this is what we get for it. Sorry, you dropped 50 quid on something that's probably going to be a tenner next year and isn't finished. Anyway, sorry that you had to sit through this, but I'd love to know what you think. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sitting through this whiny little twat, you know, crying video. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.